just a tale from the past. I bumped into an antiques dealer near Warwick, near Stratford-upon-Avon recently, who's probably 70 now, and I knew him 30 years ago, and he was a shipping dealer, and antiques for shipping. So he would buy the ordinary plain antiques from the auctions and from domestic settings, and he would have in stock hundreds of tables, hundreds of sideboards, hundreds of pedestal sideboards and chairs and bureaus and bookcases and things like that. And he would sell this stuff to Italians and to Australians and to Americans. It would be put in containers, and it would be shipped abroad and sent to sale rooms abroad and sent to restorers abroad. And it was so successful that he had a premises of 20,000 square foot. You could drive a van around inside the building. It was so big, and he had so much stuff. He had bags of cash, but Tesco bags full of cash, and his opening hours were willy nilly, and he worked till at night, and he was fairly solitary and very, very interesting person, and hoarded the stuff he liked, and was quite happy to buy horrible stuff to make a profit, and sometimes would buy trophy items. So this person had stayed in the trade from the early days, and is, as I say, still doing it now. And when I spoke to him, I'd asked him how he was. I haven't seen him for 30 years, 20 years certainly. He said, "Well, I'm only selling online now." He said, "I don't want people to come to the warehouse because they waste my time. They want things delivering, they want things fixing, they measure things, they change their minds, they grumble about the price. He doesn't want the public anywhere near him, and he wants people to buy it online and pay for it and take it away. He doesn't want to get involved in shipping." He had a price he's telling me about a price for a chair to America recently. They wanted £1,200 to take it to America. So it's not worth him even thinking about arranging shipping. It's rather the same for me in Malta. I don't do it. People can do their own shipping if they want to do it. And this person said he had 3,600 items in stock, and he knows how much he's got in stock because on the computer, eBay, for example, it will tell you what you've got. So the story about this dealer, which is amusing, is that he used to, on trust, pack containers for his customers who would rely on his honesty to save them the expense of travelling to England from America or Italy. Once they got to know him, he knew what they wanted, and he would fill these containers and send the containers. And at any one time in his yard, at his warehouse, which was a converted farm building, that's why it was so big, there'd be 10 or 20 containers being gradually filled up. And when they were filled up with the right thing for the right market, they'd be locked and sent away. And he was so prolific and so busy and so relaxed about it, genuinely relaxed and carefree, that on one occasion the police came to his door and said, "Oh, we've found one of your containers." And he said, "What do you mean we found one of my containers?" They said, "We found one of your containers abandoned by the port, full of your stuff." And he said, "I didn't know it had been stolen." And that's one of the stories, hilarious story, and it's a legendary story from Warwickshire, from the 80s. And this is what it was like. The furniture was heaped and in piles, and there was bull tables coming out of your ears, and there were, as I say, pedestal sideboards in piles. I once saw 30 or 40 pedestal sideboards stacked to be shipped. If you go and try and find one now, you will find one in most furniture sales, one or two. But in those days, you could pick the best 40 and pack them and send them away. So these are the memories really from the past. I hope they're not boring you. Thank you for looking.